Your gas prices are about to raise by 65 cents. Last night, CARB, which is the California Air Resources Board in California, just voted 12-2 to raise gas prices by up to 65 cents in order to disincentivize people from having gas vehicles.
So we're going to talk about that because it's probably more than 65 cents because the cost assessment that was done in 2021, pre-inflation. Yeah, probably more than 65 cents. I would also like to point out that for the very first time with these new standards, Gavin Newsom and the California Air Resources Board are actually admitting that they will contribute to higher gasoline. We have not heard that before. Everything we've ever heard from Gavin Newsom is it's not my fault. It's all oil companies price gouging you. I think there's been enough debunking of that, and there's plenty of people who know he's full of shit, so they're finally admitting, yes, this is going to raise the cost. But if you want to know the truth about any of this stuff, don't go to the California Air Resources Board website, because this is the biggest catastrophe I've ever seen. So this is page 1 of frequently asked questions. And what do they claim on page 1? That the LCFS, which is low carbon fuel standards, have absolutely nothing to do with higher gas prices in California. That is on page 1. On page 2, right here, well, actually, it does raise the prices a little bit, but I mean, every page on this frequently asked questions site contradicts the page before. But this is my favorite page, mainly because they only focus on one piece of this pie, and that's environmental fees. And on this page, they claim that all of the increase in gas prices in California, only 6% of that is due to their policies. Yet right here, here's another 12% increase in taxes and fees. And then they say 47% is in refining. But what they don't say is that the reason refining has gone up 47% in California since 2019 is because of their standards and regulations. This doesn't spell out how they've lost refining capacity. This doesn't talk about refineries that have closed. This just says refining and that's it. And there's no why. There's no why on the increase in refining. And the reason there's no why is because it would point right back to them. And this is the page where they claim that all of their standards are going to save everyone a bunch of money. Do you know why? You know why they're going to save a bunch of money? Because they're all going to be driving EVs. Because we all know that state with the highest poverty rate in this country and the highest homeless rate, the state with the highest cost of living, everyone can just run out and buy an EV and save that money on gas. The people that have done this in the state of California are not elected. These are not, the people on the California Air Resources Board, these are not elected officials. Take it for what it's worth. But people in this country looked at the state of California and said, no, we don't want that for our nation. All the stuff that Gavin Newsom has done and the California Air Resources Board has done did contribute to Kamala Harris getting smoked in the election. Absolutely.